On its surface, for people who are not in data world, it seems like, well, AI just does all of this, right? Like AI can do the whole thing. Uh, but the truth is that AI is really good at the generation layer. If you are smart about the way you architect your data systems, then it can be an accelerator for the maintenance layer and to a certain degree the governance layer. But AI is not monitoring data pipelines right now. You're not going to like set up AI to do the job of a data engineer end to end, even if AI can accelerate that data engineer to improve the integration layer. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done that person needs to pay attention to in order to make sure the trains are running on time, that the data is arriving when it needs to. Similarly with the maintenance and the governance layer, like AI within the bounds of a single system, like Databricks has AI, for example, inside of their system that when you get a Spark error, it will explain the Spark error to you. But it is still incumbent on you to understand the full scope of the data system that you're working in and understand what are the levers at your disposal in order to maintain this system or update it according to new requirements. And similarly, at the governance layer, AI doesn't get to decide who gets access to what. That has to be a human decision. And the enforcement of those access controls needs to be done in deterministic software systems, not in, vibe coded pre-production apps. So is the squeeze temporary or structural? My answer is contingent because like some of these problems are structural. AI will not be able to do all of this work for you end to end. But some of it is temporary because new tooling will be introduced to the data ecosystem that will, be more AI accelerated. Processes within like how data teams work will eventually be reworked in order to take the highest possible advantage of the automation that is becoming available. But we're using a tool that's designed for text generation to a certain degree, like image understanding and generation, to manage systems for the purpose of like delivering insights and data. And we have to use the tools of yesterday with the AI of today in order to accomplish those goals. And so, we all have to be realistic about what AI does, which is we're able to generate a ton more. But when you generate a ton more, it creates even more integrations that are needed and even more maintenance that's needed, and even more governance that's needed. So it's reducing a lot of work on the front of this, or it's reducing the work on the front end or on the top of this 4-layer cake that I'm talking about. But it's not reducing the overall amount of work that a data team has to do. And I think that just has to be part of the conversation when you think about like, is this structural or is this eventually going away? Because the truth is it's like a dynamic system that it's creating as much demand as it's able to consume.